You just want to do quite the opposite because you're like, gotta get the bag, gotta chase, gotta wake up early, 5 a.m., gotta go to the gym, gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta do. Although we might be self-aware, we tend to blame the outside. And it's not because we're like finger pointing the whole time, but we always assume that, when issues occur in our lives, it's because something on the outside is happening. You wanted to do something that was on your heart for a really long time, but family came in between, or your relationship came in between, or disease came from the outside and now it's affecting your body and whatnot. But what we don't realize as well is that sometimes the enemy could be ourselves, because the lies that we tell ourselves in our heads is pretty influential on the path that we're taking and the decisions we make. Meaning also decisions of keeping ourselves in a victim mode, in a victim state. And of course, nobody wants to be a victim, but what we fail to realize is that through certain belief systems, through certain thinking patterns, feed ourselves with media or TV shows, people's opinions that have nothing to do with your life and how you live life, and you take those advices, and those are just all cluttered in our heads, circulating all day long, actually making or breaking our success and our growth. That's pretty deep to understand, I would say. If we aren't aware what we're thinking on a regular basis, then it's like you're walking or you're living life on autopilot. Don't really know what you're thinking. You might be pretty grumpy and don't even realize that you're grumpy only because you don't look grumpy, but your thoughts might be pretty grumpy. You might, walk past people and judge them, be like, I don't know why this person is wearing this, like the shoes don't even match their jeans, like what is wrong? Like, I don't know why people don't even have taste here in Germany, like I don't get it. Not me. Sometimes we're just like pretty unaware of our thoughts and fail to realize that this is the reason why we're still enduring certain things. So it is really, 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 really important to be aware of your thoughts. How can you be aware of your thoughts? By first, journaling. Secondly, being in the moment, being present, being in the now. And this is what I'm training right now. It's also really challenging to force yourself to sit still for a few minutes and to not do anything, to let your thoughts run and to just be in this meditative state. There are different forms of meditations. I'm not talking about the regular meditation you do in like New Age practices, but my form of meditation, for example, is, as I said, multiple meditations that I'm trying or that I'm doing on a regular basis. For example, reading the Word, reading the Bible, and meditating on the verse that I'm currently reading, like letting it run through my thoughts, letting it resonate with my spirit. How am I reacting on this? Can I take this on the things that I'm going through? Does it relate to me? Some way, shape, or form? Or, for example, another form of meditation might sound odd, but it still is meditation, because meditation, if I were to describe it in a different way, is just letting your mind be in the moment, not being disturbed, just letting your thoughts, feelings, and whatever flow and run, just being really unplugged and at peace. You can also meditate whilst doing your laundry. You can also meditate whilst cleaning your room. You can also meditate whilst going on a walk. It's not that you just have to sit in one place, close your eyes, and force yourself to not think about anything. That is pretty hard. That is pretty hard. Like, that form of meditation, I'm not sure about that, but whatever fits you, definitely go for it and continue doing it. Definitely, also what I said, it's like even, washing dishes. I don't know why I come up with these examples, but it's, just things we do on a regular basis. Let's say you're washing dishes and you're letting your thoughts run on your day, you're reflecting on your day, and some might think, okay, this is not meditation because you're actively washing dishes, but actually no, you're letting your thoughts run and you're silent in the moment, and sometimes a thought hushes in, sometimes a idea, a vision or whatever hushes in that might have didn't really hush in because you weren't in a state of you weren't. That's the thing. Now I get it. You weren't focused. Doing your laundry, you're focused on this one task and you let your thoughts run. Sometimes it's like more in the back of your head and you're focusing on the task. But if you're focusing on one thing, then you have more access to what needs to be delivered or dropped into your thought, in your brain or your spirit, because you're in this state of peace, of focus, and that's why you receive it easily or better. For example, let's say you say, okay, now I'm gonna meditate in the bus, and you listen to music. Might really bring you on different thoughts because you're listening to the lyrics and fantasizing about it, whatnot. But really doing pretty normal tasks can also help you be in meditation. This is a new approach. Just think about it, let it sit in with you, reflect on it. Maybe even think back like, okay, the last time you did something like, for example, clean your room and it really brought you peace, and then you were thinking certain things, you were reflecting on things that you didn't make time to reflect on because life is busy, life is hectic, and some people don't want us to think about life and improve our lives, and that's why we're still on this hamster wheel, constantly like repeating the things, repeating the patterns, repeating, our daily routines, our work routines without breaking out of the scheme. A lot of successful people intentionally make time to sit in silence, to be in the moment, to be in the now, because they understood that if you're not giving yourself the time to be in the moment, to be present, then you cannot receive whatever you need to receive. You're constantly working, constantly doing something, and the thoughts that actually can help you move forward, the ideas, the $1 million idea, whatever, cannot actually be planted in you because you're running away. You're basically running away. And that's why meditation in the morning, journaling in the morning, mindfulness activities are so important, and this is what I'm incorporating. And it's really interesting because when you have big visions, when you have big goals and aspirations, the last thing you want to do is sit still and be in the moment, be in the present, and just receive and let go and let God. You just want to do quite the opposite because you're like, gotta get the bag, gotta chase, gotta wake up early, 5 a.m., gotta go to the gym, gotta do this, gotta do that, My list can be endless, and my list was endless. And it led me to the point of the last few weeks, me being totally weak. I guess it wasn't a burnout. I didn't think about it. Was it a burnout? I don't want to, let's just skip that. I don't want to label things all the time. I just knew that it was here, and emotionally I was unbalanced. That's why it came outwardly. But you know what I'm saying? It's just the last thing that you want to do. But literally in faith, definitely, and let me highlight this as well, faith without action is dead. Faith without works is dead. So having faith and doing nothing, God cannot work with it. Like, if you just pray and you're in your room the whole time and not doing anything to, for example, go, taking the first step towards God, you're praying for a certain thing. Let's say, okay, God, I pray that you give me my husband. And you're not moving, you're not going outside, you're sitting at home the whole time, not being active, not being social, not taking care of yourself. So we just expect that he's gonna knock at our door, right? doesn't work like that. But sometimes we're just in this state and don't realize that we're praying for certain things but not putting action behind it. Because, and that's the thing, we might not even believe that we can receive it. Otherwise, you would put action towards it. You would. If you believe in something, you just pray and let go and know, okay, this is the thing that I need to do to get closer to this desire, to get closer to this goal. But if you just pray and let go and be like, okay, I prayed, I gave it to God, now he can take care. He's not a genie. He's not Aladdin who's going to like give you all your wishes. He can, because he's good and he's loving and he's gracious and he's merciful, definitely. Let's not take advantage of God and put him in a position where he shouldn't be put at. Let's put some respect on his name. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to preach, but I just gotta say, because some are really just in their faith sitting there and wondering why God didn't answer the prayers, but they're not doing anything. And it slightly frustrates me, because I'm like, you have these big ass expectations, sorry, excuse my language, and you're not doing anything, and you're sitting around and hoping things will just change. And that is a pretty deep pain point, because some of my close people are going through this right now, and I kind of am attached to their behavior, because I just love on people. If you're important to me, no matter what you're doing, I love on you. And if you're like, you know, doing stupid stuff and you're the reason why you're still in that situation, although people would say, okay, just leave that person alone, gotta deal with their life, I can't. It's just the grace that, or the mercy that God put in me. It's just another gift that he gave me, that I'm just really merciful, but not naive. I'm not naive, just let me tell you that. Anyways, you know, and then I'm just continuously saying, like, how can you expect your life to change when you're literally doing the same thing as yesterday and the day before that and 2 years before that, and you have these high expectations? Like, it just doesn't add up. But sometimes they just don't understand, and then you just have to pray through this barrier, because this is basically a wall that they are facing, and you just have to pray through it, because you cannot break this wall physically, because they are not physically surrounded by a wall, but spiritually they're surrounded by a wall without seeing it, because everything is spiritual. And you just have to pray through this, that they break this wall, that you break this wall through your prayer. That's why prayer is also really, really important. People underestimate it. And yeah, I don't know how I drove off this far, but I just knew that I just had to say it, and somebody needed to hear this. And I know it's pretty harsh, but the truth is always harsh. So don't be upset, don't feel defeated, just accept the reality and question, like, and ask yourself, like, is this me? And if so, don't judge yourself, like, change it, you know? You don't have to be in this state. If you're not happy with your life right now, you can change it today, like right in this second. You can just, as I said, like, mentally, it all starts in the head. If you want to change something, it doesn't need a wonder to occur. It needs to start here first, and then from your brain to your heart. Or as well, and this is another topic that I'm researching into, because our hearts have their own brains, you know. It's like part of us, but definitely also a different part of us. It's like we have the mind, the body, and the soul, but actually we also have the mind, the body, the soul, and our heart, because our heart is also like our heart has their own thoughts, their own feelings, their own, you know, ways to cope, and we should also include our hearts. But this is a topic for some time else, because I still don't know too much about it, and it's pretty new for me as well. But I just realized that, yep, it's also a heart thing, you know, our heart sets. We also have to control where our hearts are. And yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope that this message got to you as always. I hope that something just resonated in you and something clicked, something shifted, made you aware on certain things. Maybe you're trying new form of meditations, maybe you gained a new form of awareness. Let me know in the comment box down below what your thoughts are on this, what your experiences are in general on these topics that I've talked about, and I'm really looking forward to the next video, you guys. Thank you so much. It's unbelievable how fast we're growing. We're almost at 200 subscribers and it happened like this, like within a month, and I'm so grateful for you. So thank you and welcome to everyone who joined this community. And we're here to grow, y'all. So you made a good decision subscribing to this channel, because yeah, I'm here for you. I'm here to see you grow and grow as well, because life is a journey. So you're loved, and until next time then, bye.